I don't have a lot of time these days, but whenever I do have time, I like to wake up early, like 5 a.m., get all my stuff, throw it in the car, drive up to Malibu, or drive down to like San Onofre or something where it's like pumping and it's really big and there's no wind in the morning. So I'll wake up, I won't eat or anything, I'll really just grab my stuff right out of bed, throw it in the car, drive, put on some classical music that always gets me going in the morning, a nice piano, a nice sonata or something. Get there, suit up, paddle straight out, catch every single wave I can, basically.
We're gonna go out, we're gonna catch some waves, shred some gnar. That's what it's all about, baby. Woo! Getting this tight wetsuit on. It's been a minute, to be completely honest. But here we are, ready to feel good. Meditate a little bit out in the ocean, you know.
I remember, I think I traveled to like Hawaii, and I was like 3 years old probably. And I remember going to like this surf camp where like these people would push you into waves and stuff. And I remember getting up on my first wave and being like super excited and super hyped and remembering that feeling of like, you know, the wind rushing in your face and the adrenaline surging, the water around you. I don't know, the water just had this sort of magical feeling to it. And I love that. And then I never really surfed again until high school when I joined Surf PE, which was super fun. So every day we'd basically go out at 1 o'clock at the end of the day and go surf for a few hours. And most days, since it was our last period, we'd stay out for like 4 or 5 more hours until it was pitch black and we couldn't see anything. So I'm mostly self-taught. I learned on a shortboard, which was pretty difficult. I feel like I should have started on a longboard, but I basically just started surfing at the beginning of high school and surfed 3 times a week for about 5 years, up until now, which has been like, I don't know, 8, 9 years now, kind of crazy. So these are the 2 boards that I have here in LA. I have a 6'6" hybrid little board here. This is the first board I ever bought. Bought at a local Encinitas shop down in San Diego where I'm from, and it was the board I first learned on. Can catch pretty much anything. You can paddle pretty fast in it, can still duck dive, and it shreds. Still has some minor damage and stuff. Haven't surfed it in a bit, but great board, fun board. Then we have this sucker, this little Wave Storm from Costco. For any beginner, I would absolutely recommend this board. $100. I've snapped these in half. I've, you know, destroyed the fin boxes, brought them back to Costco, gotten a 100% refund, and bought a brand new one. So 100% get these. Beginners use them, pros use them. They're super fun. A lot of times when the waves are small, I take these out and they're super fun. And even if the waves are big, sometimes I take them out, but then the shortboarders kind of get pissed. So this I usually take out for smaller waves. This I take out if the waves are bigger, coming up to 5, 6 feet, maybe 4 feet. I like taking this out on a 4-foot day though. And my max, I think I've surfed this on, the max I've surfed this on is like a 10-foot wave, which was terrifying. So those are my 2 boards. I have like 5 more boards back in San Diego, but those aren't here, so maybe we'll get to see those another time. As for what kind of kept bringing me back to surfing, I don't know, I feel like it has something to do with the ocean and the way it's just so calming and like, I don't know, it's like a meditation almost, you know? It's like whenever I was feeling stressed out or anxious about something, I could always paddle out and, you know, it would always put my mind at ease. All I could think about was just paddling and, you know, where the next wave would come from. No other worries, you know? Just me and the waves and the sunset and my friends. Maybe some dolphins, no sharks. It's not just surfing on its own, it's just the essence of surfing. So it's like, you know, the ocean, the community, the feelings you get when you're there. I feel like the surfing community has always been very nice to me. I don't know, I've never really had any bad local experiences, I guess. Maybe I haven't just gone to those spots, but as for like the ocean itself, what inspires me about that is that, you know, for one, it produces like 80% of the world's oxygen. seaweed does that. The Amazon rainforest, I think, is like 8 or 9%. Don't quote me, you should look this up, but I know it's like the ocean produces most of the oxygen in the world. It's still like mostly unexplored, which I think is crazy. And it's scary to some people. It's like the fear of the unknown. You don't really know what's there, but that's kind of what's fun about it too, you know? I want to go travel somewhere to surf. I want to go to like Bali for sure. Or Indonesia and surf some waves over there. Go like rent out a boat. I've heard it's like super cheap. You can pay like $100, take out a boat. They'll take you to like the best spots where there's no one out. You kind of learn by messing up. It's like the more you fall, the more you kind of figure out where you're supposed to be. And yeah, you'll get tossed around a bit. You know, just remember that the ocean is very powerful and you got to respect it.